Hello, everybody. Happy end of summer. Yay!
Everyone's like,
I was feeling like that until Monday morning when I got to come hang out with all of these students all day, and now we're excited. We're glad to be back.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. This is our final wrap-up concert for the week of camp we've had at Summer Sing. This is our third year of Summer Sing, and it's one of our favorite things that we get to do all year for a couple reasons. One of them is because for one of the only times all year we have fourth graders hanging out with students all the way up through 12th grade, and there's some really intentional mentorship that happens, and also the joy and the energy from the younger students is contagious and ignites us all and gets us ready for a great year of music making together. We love getting to celebrate our shared love of music. This valley is a special place for those of us who love music, and it is so evident the week of Summer Sing. I also wanted to say, in the spirit of community, we are doing a combined piece at the end of the concert. So no matter which group your student is in, we encourage you to stay all the way to the end of the concert so you can see everything that they were working on this week.
Yeah. This is our third annual Summer Sing Choir Camp, and just like the last 2 years, this week has been so much fun. We've spent a lot of time making music, learning new music, playing a lot of games, making a lot of new friends. It's really been the perfect way to start out a new school year. These singers have been working really, really hard over this last week to share some really beautiful music with you. And so in an effort to respect all of their hard work, we please ask that you silence your cell phones at this time so that we don't interrupt their beautiful music making. We also ask that you do not take any flash photography, because the flash can sometimes distract them and disrupt their eyes. So if you would like to take pictures, you are welcome to do that. Just please turn off the flash beforehand.
Couple other announcements. Just a reminder that this beautiful new pack that we have and are so lucky to have in the Valley, we always are doing our best to keep it in excellent condition, so no food or drink while we are in here. And if you can, especially if there's young ones in the room, give little reminders to keep our feet off of the chairs in front of us. And let's see, I also want to take a moment to just do one recognition, because I'm not sure how long they can stay. We are so grateful to have incredible support. Programs like this don't happen if we don't have support from our district, and this also overtakes a huge part of our school, our PAC facility, and as well as parts of the main building, and that takes support from administration, and we do have a few administrators in the room. I see Mr. Newell and our assistant principal, Mr. Newell, and Principal Deb Hay back there. And we're so grateful to have their support and have them in the house to be a part of this today. So huge thank you to you for all of your support.
Okay, we're gonna get started. The choir that you see sitting on the risers behind us is the elementary Summer Sing choir for this year. Our elementary choir is made up of students from almost every single elementary school in our school district. And this is really one of the only times where they all get to be together to sing before they go on to middle school and then on to high school. You'll also notice that there are some bigger kids on stage. We have, we're so lucky to be joined this week by 4 really awesome high school student leaders on the ends here. They did such a great job mentoring our students, helping them learn their new song. They've just been such a blessing to us this week. So they'll be singing the song too. And we have a really big kid behind the piano. Jake Hauser has been supporting us at the piano this week, not just at the elementary level, but also in our middle school and high school choirs. So we have been really grateful to welcome him to the Valley this week. Please join us in welcoming the elementary Summer Sing Choir singing Kusi Mama. Here we go.
Hello.
say that I love working with elementary students, but I don't think I've ever worked with a group of students as incredible as this group of students. The kindness that they exhibited towards each other, the bravery in taking risks. They were getting up in front of the class, singing alone for each other, leading each other, teaching us new things. Their behavior was so focused, so committed to helping each other and to making the music as best as it could be. It was such a treat. It really just felt like fun every day to get to hang out with them. So thank you so much for sharing such wonderful young human beings with us. It was such a treat. We are welcoming to the stage now our amazing middle school cohort with students from all 3 middle schools in our valley. Let's give them a round of applause as they come on stage. One thing that we don't have here in the Valley is all of our secondary music teachers have treble voices, which means they're altos or sopranos and they sing in a high range. But we have students with different instruments, really, than us in those baritone ranges. And so we try to bring in our friends and colleagues who are experts at working with baritone voices because they have baritone voices. And so this time around in our middle school cohort, we were joined by the amazing Alonso Brizuela, and I think Miss Haley Isaacs is going to give the official introduction.
All right, so before you see incredible students that come from Twin Falls Middle School, Chief Canaan Middle School, and Snoqualmie Middle School, as well as other middle schools outside of our district. We have a few that came from other schools as well, and it's been so fun for them to get to come together. It's extra special because many of them in just a year or two will be up here at the high school all together anyway, so they're getting to form friendships before they're even all up here together. It's fun for myself to get to start connecting with some of these students that will be future students in just a few years. This is one of the hardest working groups of middle school students I think I have ever worked with. They were so focused the whole time, and coming off of summer, sometimes you're expecting sunny weather, just had summer, maybe we'd have some like squirrely stuff going. They were so focused. I couldn't believe it. And you're going to hear that in the piece that they're about to perform for you. This has been a challenging piece to work on. It's in Latin, and it's got some challenging parts that don't all move together, and they've done an awesome job with it. We've also been so lucky, as Miss Woodbury sort of alluded to be able to bring in a clinician to help work with some of these students. This person is a familiar face for maybe some of you because he was also at our first ever Men of the Valley Choir Festival that we had last January, and we will be having our second annual Men of the Valley Choir Festival this January. You'll hear a little bit more about that later. But this person came in and did an amazing job with our students, and when we were thinking of people to bring back and put in front of these awesome students, we thought of him. Mr. Alonso Brizuela is at Lakes High School in the Clover Park School District and a clinician in the area, also works with the Tacoma Youth Choirs, is that right? Tacoma Youth Choirs. And so we have had the pleasure of having him help lead much of rehearsal this week with our middle school students. Would you please welcome Mr. Brizuela to the stage?
Thank you so much. It's really been wonderful working with all of these middle schoolers all week. Men of the Valley was a wonderful experience, but it was one day, and so coming back for 4 days was just so much fun. Like Mrs. Isaacs mentioned, this piece is in Latin, Omnia vincit amor, and if you're familiar with the Latin text, it's love conquers all, therefore let us surrender to love. So we talked a little bit in our rehearsals about love and the importance of love and things like that, so maybe you can quiz your student later. But anyway, please enjoy Omnia vincit amor.
Omnia vincit amor, omnia vincit amor.
Okay, the next person we're bringing to the stage, high schoolers, you can come to the stage now, but you're gonna have to wait a little second before you sing. So you could sit down on the risers even. Oh my gosh, I know. The next person who's going to come up and chat a little bit and talk is our incredible brand new booster president. We have 2 presidents this year for our volunteer organization, Gary and Tamara Foreman, otherwise known as the President's Foreman. And we have 1 President Foreman coming to share a little bit of what's to come this year and some things to start getting excited about in terms of choral music in the Valley this year. So here are the President, 1 President Foreman.
All right, thank you so much. All right. What a great job these guys have done so far. Can we get another round of applause? The songs have been amazing. Yeah, thoroughly impressive. Okay, so I know I'm standing between this performance and some pizza, so I'm going to keep it really quick. I want to thank Janelle Wickersham for coordinating this event, along with the SVSD choir educators and student leadership as well. You guys have done a great job making this a wonderful event year after year. So for those of you that helped out, thank you. Let's give those guys a round of applause. So we want to make sure that we don't have Summer Sing be the best kept secret and summer camp value in the Valley. So make sure that you get this on your calendars again for next year already. I don't think the exact dates are selected, but mark it down, pencil it in, and absolutely make sure that you bring a friend. And I think that's really the focus, is try to include other people in this, because there's nothing like sharing the experience with your friends. So when you see the smiles on your kids' faces as they come out for pizza at the end of this, have them bring a friend along. And while you've got your calendar out, am I talking about Men of the Valley? Yeah, perfect, okay. So make sure that you block out Saturday, January 6th for Men of the Valley. And so this one's focused on the young students out there that are men. You can go and register today, actually, at the MountSichoirs.org website. And then you go to the booster tab and you'll see a Men of the Valley registration on there. Super fun event, 1 day, Saturday only. They have great clinicians that come in. They have great other groups that come in to perform along, and it really is a very cool event for just 1 day on a Saturday. So again, go ahead and register for that now, and guess what? Bring a friend, right? That's what we want to have you do. So for the students out there that may not know this, you've actually just been hired as our first choir ambassadors for the 23-24 school year. Congratulations, you got the job. So what does that mean? You guys are now going to be really the first student faces out there for the choir community this year. And we're going to ask you to do a couple of things in that regard. So, if you have a chance to enroll in choir at your school next year or the coming years, do it, okay? And bring a friend. They don't even have to be great singers because we have great teachers, and the teachers will teach you how to sing. So if you're thinking about siblings or friends and they just don't sing that well, that's what the teachers are here to show you how to do. Lastly, support choir concerts at the other schools if you can. If you're an underclassman, come up to the high school. The events are great. If you're a high schooler, go down and visit the friends you just made at the middle school and the elementary level. Enjoy their concerts as well. This is how we're going to build a choir community here in the Valley this coming year. And to wrap it up, encourage your kids to get into choir as soon as possible and stick with it. So there's really not a more supportive program to be involved in. It's really highly inclusive. And most importantly, your kids are going to gain confidence, and students as well, you guys. You gain confidence in public speaking and presentation. That is extra, extra valuable as you move forward in life. You're also going to get the opportunity to build camaraderie and work with other students and learn how to problem solve. You get the ability to compete and to travel a bit in all of the events that the choir programs go to. And most importantly, you have the opportunity, and I don't know how many of you know this, but you're working with, objectively, one of the best choir programs in the entire state. And I can tell you last year, at the high school level, they literally knocked it out of the park. This choir and this choir program is known statewide. And that is something that you can put on your college applications, your resume. It's your extracurricular. It's not just that you went out there and did something and stuck with it for many years. It's that you did it and were part of a program. The program doesn't get fantastic and state recognized by accident. These educators know exactly what they're doing, and that's something that translates down to a benefit for your kids and for you students out there. This is something that you're really going to cherish memory-wise, experience-wise, as you take it forward. So, we are big choir supporters, and you're going to see a lot more of me, probably making the same speech like 10 times this year, so I'll try not to bore you. With that, I will turn it back over to two of our awesome educators here.
Gary, you're amazing. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Gary.
We could not do anything like nearly as much as we could do in our programs each year without the support of amazing parents like Gary and Tamara. Thank you so much to the both of you for stepping up this year. Thank you. One of the things that we love the most about a camp like this in the summertime, as choral educators, just a little selfishly, is that we have the opportunity to bring out incredible choral educators to come teach our students. It's harder to do that throughout the school year and to watch other people teach, and we get to learn from them too. And so we're really grateful that we could invite our good friend and colleague, Mr. Jonah Heinen, to come teach our high school singers this week. We've learned so much from him, and we have really heard, just like in the office when we're listening and talking shop about how the day went that day, we get to hear these incredible big chords, and we've been really blown away by how this high school group has grown just in this week under the direction of Jonah Heinen. So please welcome the Summer Sing High School Choir and Jonah Heinen to the stage.
Hello, my name is Abby, and I will be introducing our first song, Cesare Ie. This song originated in the Torres Strait Islands off of the northern coast of Australia. Cesare Ie speaks of the wind blowing on the mountains. The dance accompanying the song contains claps that mimic the sound of a seabird diving into the water. You may also notice that we have a very bright tone while singing, which is a characteristic of the songs of the Torres Strait Islands. Thank you for coming, and here is Cesare Ie.
Cesare Ie, awesome. I have been so spoiled to work with these students this whole week. I'm from the great state of Minnesota originally, and we do a lot of singing, especially in the winter because it gets really cold and lots of snow, so you can't really drive anywhere. But there is something in this fresh spring mountain water in the Snoqualmie Valley because these kids came with just a fresh energy every day. They have lovely singing abilities. They're coachable. I mean, they're a director's dream come true. So they have made this conductor oh so happy, and the energy and coachability that they come with every day is a true reflection of what you value in your home. So thank you so much for shaping and molding these young people to where they are at today. And I hope you just continue to sing and be your awesome, amazing selves. It's been so lovely. We just have one more piece for you before we bring all of our forces on stage. This is Come to the Music by Joseph Martin. You're gonna hear a lot of shifts in time meter and rhythm. You're going to hear some different affects and different scenes, if you will, and hopefully you'll have a very robust, inspiring ending. And so this is Come to the Music, Joseph Martin. Thank you so much.
Celebrate, celebrate, come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, come to the dance. Celebrate, celebrate, sing hallelujah. Celebrate, celebrate, clap your hands. Celebrate, celebrate, come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, clap your hands. Come to the music, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Come to the music, sing Hosanna, come hear the jubilant song of creation. Come hear the music which rings as a hope to the nations. Celebrate, 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 come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, come to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, clap your hands. Music is the sound of creation, crashing sea and morning dove. Music is the voice of worship. Music lifts our hearts above. Music is our common language. Music is the song of love. Celebrate, celebrate. Celebrate, 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 celebrate.
Ms. Isaacs, are you just so excited to start school now? Can we give it up one more time for this incredible group of students that you've heard? Wow. We have quite a few people to thank, so we are going to move quickly in honor of your time, but we also wanted to honor all the people who made this camp possible. So first of all, we'd like to especially recognize the band teachers here at Mount Si High School, Robbie Rutherford and Bill Leather, because they are doing a band camp in this building right now. It's hard to believe that we can somehow fit 130 choir students and 130 band students in one building all week long for 2 separate camps, but we do, and that's because they work so well with us, so they're so accommodating, and they give up so much space so that we can be in here. So thank you so much, band team.
Yeah, we can clap for them. Next, we just want to say a special thank you to all the other music teachers here in the Snoqualmie Valley School District. We have most, if not all, of our Snoqualmie Valley School District schools represented here in this choir camp. And I know that students are excited about this and what they're doing because of the incredible work that's happening in each of the schools with our music teachers. So can we give a big thank you and round of applause to all the music teachers?
I want to give a special shout out to Isabel Gleason. Isabel Gleason was our faculty associate this week and came in to teach a couple little half-hour classes here and there, but she came every morning, first thing in the morning, and stayed every afternoon until the bitter end, and is here even on a day when she's not teaching a little rotation, just because she's the middle school teacher at Twin Falls. Sometimes I say Twin Peaks in my head. I don't know why. Twin Falls. And she is just giving of her own time as a volunteer for a lot of hours this week. So Isabel, thank you so much for investing in us. We also we had an opportunity to recognize some of our Mount Si admin who were here earlier today. And we also want to recognize our superintendent, Dan Schlattfeld, who is with us today. Thank you so much, Dan. There you are, for coming, and for being such a supporter of our choir program and the music here in this district.
Okay. We also want to take a moment to just invite some of the thank some of the incredible people that we have invited in. We want to say another big, huge thank you to Mr. Brizuela and Mr. Heinen, our special clinicians for the week. There's also one other person for which none of this would have been possible or nearly as beautifully musical as what you've heard today, and that is our friend over on the piano. We would like to thank our accompanist, Mr. Jake Hauser.
We also have a very special person who's come to volunteer her time and has been showing up early, staying late, literally running errands for us last minute all week. Where is she? Is she on stage? Recent alumnus of our own choir program here, just finished her freshman year in college pursuing a degree in music education, and she was here helping teach and lead and get a little practice under her belt. So McKaylee, thank you so much for all your leadership.
We had this grand idea of this event, but we could not do this event if it weren't for an incredible person that really runs the ins and outs of this event. If you've sent any emails or had any communication at all, it's come from our incredible booster parent, Janelle Wickersham. She is one of the most organized people I know. She is motivated, she's hardworking, she makes sure we're completing what we need to complete at the right time, all the time, and so very gently nudges us because she knows it's summer, but makes sure we get it all done. She literally everything. She notices everything. She realized I forgot my water bottle yesterday and came back with water. Like, she's incredible. So we want to say a big, huge thank you to Janelle Wickersham. And
Come
Janelle, we have
up,
flowers
Janelle.
for you, Janelle. Thank you.
We have another special person who a lot of the time we are like, let's try this new idea. We think it would be awesome. And then it is awesome, but it's also a lot of work for one specific person in this building. And that person is Miss Bridget McCarty, who runs this building, takes such good care of it, trains up our student leaders to run sound and light. So Bridget, the first of many concerts this year.
Oh, yes. Lastly, we would like to recognize some of our student helpers. We have a student leadership team here at Mount Si in both our band and choir programs. Ours is called Choir Council. It's comprised of members that are part of our choir board as well as our section leaders. And many of them have been here this week serving as mentors, performing alongside our elementary and middle school groups. You may have seen some larger humans in there. Those would be some of our student helpers, as well as helping facilitate lunch, helping set up, helping clean up, helping stuff packets of music. They've done an incredible amount of things. If you are, I'm going to ask you to do this for a second because it's important. If you are on the choir council at Mount Si High School and you've helped serve this week, could you please come down here for a second so we could recognize you and say a big thank you? Because we could not do this without these incredible leaders who have served in so many ways. Oh, there's room down here. Why don't you scooch down, scooch down, scooch down. There you go. This was their first practice. Yeah, you guys are amazing. This was their first practice at getting to lead and volunteer, and they are now going to continue their journey on a leadership retreat that we're hosting next week, and then on into their choirs and their choir program. And you may see them, students, you may see them out and about visiting your schools and things like that too. These are your people that are going to be around. So one more round of applause and thank you to our incredible choir council. You can go back.
This was Miss Isaac's find, and then she shared it with us, and we all said, yes, this is the perfect piece to close our Summer Sing Camp. We're going to perform Ain't No Mountain High Enough for you, and it's been a joy to work on this song together, a song of connection, of love, and overcoming obstacles. You're going to hear from a bunch of soloists representing all of our programs from all three levels. And without further ado, thank you so much for being here. Pizza will be served upstairs in the lobby. We also have some special dismissal instructions to make sure everyone gets reunited safely with their parents. So after the final song, please hang tight, keep in your seat, and we'll share those dismissal instructions with you.